Hi guys! So if you watched the first video, you noticed that we're talking about Pablo Picasso. And Pablo Picasso is one of my all-time favorite artists. He was one of the first artists to break out of that realistic type of art making into a more emotional communication type of art making. And you all know that's my favorite type of art, right? It's ones that we use for communication instead of realistic type things. So I'm going to show you all what we're going to do today. We're going to make a Picasso portrait. And so a portrait is a picture of someone, right? It's a picture of someone or a person. And we're going to use different magazine clippings to do this, okay? And I know this is going to be really wonky, but I'm excited to do this. If you're at home, you can, if you have magazines, awesome. If you don't have magazines, you can just use regular paper and draw like a face and then cut out, you can draw 3 or 4 different faces. Cut them out and use the different elements in that. If you can find newspaper, if you can find boxes, find anything that has portraits, old photos that maybe your parents are okay with you or your grown-ups are okay with you using. There's all kinds of options you can use, okay? So, friends, I have a few different options here. And I got this one because I really like the background, the gold background color. So we're just going to see how this works, all right? So friends, I am going to start off with my background color. Now, you need to look through all of your materials, which I've already done. See if you can find different faces, find a background color, find different colors that you really, really like, because the more colorful, the better, right? So, I'm going to start off with my background colors, and you can as well. You're also going to need scissors and glue for this. If you're at home, that's what you'll need to grab. Okay, so with this, we are not really stealing, but swiping different elements from these magazines, right? And what that means is, like, I'm going to steal an eyebrow from this chica here. And then I might steal, you know, this whole face shape and then add an eyeball here. And then layer it with another face shape underneath. There's all different kinds of options, and especially with cubism, there is an endless amount of possibilities, right? So, let's see. I really want you all to try to fill up the whole paper with your artwork, right? Try to make a portrait that fills up the entire page, not just an itty-bitty little portrait. So I'm going to need to find some more background color, but I can do that in a little bit, right? So then what you're going to do is you're going to start layering your portrait. Now, when you do this, I would recommend you not gluing anything down just yet, okay? Play around with it, cut out different elements that you want, okay? And then once you finally get it to where you want it, then you can glue it down. So glue down your background first, that's fine. Then play around with the different elements or different things that you cut out to see what's going to work best, right? So I'm going to cut this one out. Okay, then see, I think I like that. So then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to glue this element on top of it. And cubists, they usually try to line up the neck and the nose and the mouth, right? So see, just like that. And then I can even go in with a Sharpie and define this middle line here where these two faces connect. Okay? So then I'm going to keep going, right? So I might take an eye from this one. So guys, this is also how some oil painters paint, which I think is really cool. So what they start with is they start with what they call preliminary sketches. And with these preliminary sketches, they draw sketches, but then sometimes they even take photographs. But then they take the photographs and they make these collages to see how they want to organize their painting. That way they don't waste a lot of time on the painting. They just go ahead and start organizing, which I think is really cool. So my college professor, he was an oil painter, one of my college professors, and this is how he does all of his. He's a photographer as well. So he goes out and he photographs different things that he wants to paint, and then he comes back to his studio, he prints out the pictures, and then he starts moving things around and seeing how they work together to create a painting, which I think is really cool. It's a lot of fun to do stuff like this too, because you just don't think about doing things in this manner often, right? So friends, you just keep working just to make a person. You can add hair, you can add, the rest of their body if you want to. We're just trying to make it like that cubist type images, which I have on the assignment, and I'll show you all what this looks like here in just a few minutes once I get it finished. So that way you all can kind of see how I'm working with this cubist idea. Okay? All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here is my finished-ish project. I think I've got some work to do. I changed my background, but I think I need to change it. My background or my shirt, maybe. I don't know. But here is my Picasso portrait. I think I might keep adding some different eyes and maybe some different lips, maybe another ear or something. I'm just going to keep playing with it and see what happens, That's all we can do, right? What do you guys think I can do to improve? Will you just let me know what you think I can do to improve? All right, guys. Well, happy making, and I can't wait to see what you create. Bye, guys.